everyone, I am finally doing a long-awaited video. I am using the BB Flawless to do a little highlight and contour with it. But of course, before I do that, I am going to show you how I use my favorite little magic bottle. This is our Skin Perfecting Concealer. If you do not have this, get it now. You won't regret it. Nobody ever regrets it. It is the best concealer you can get your hands on, let me tell you. But I'm going to show you how I mix this and how I use these. And then, you know, of course, my primer and my rose water and just how it all goes down. All right, so the first thing I do before I even start is I always prime my face. And I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty. I'm not going to be fake with you all anymore. Like, let's be honest, I use my hands for most of the stuff I do. All right, so I just put some on. This is the Glorious Face and Eye Primer. And I don't even know necessarily that I always need to prime, especially when you're using this moisturizing BB cream. But I get so dry that I just love to over moisturize. Really. Okay, so here we go. Skin Perfecting Concealer. Now you can use this as a spot treatment, or we're just going to mix it with our BB Flawless. I like to use Bisque because that's my color, and I'm going to mix these two together, and then I'm going to rub them all over my face. Okay, so this is basically my foundation. Now you're kind of looking at me and you're like, wait, where did that crazy red-skinned, freckled girl go with the spots down here? I do not have terrible skin, but I've definitely got my insecurities with it. And that's why I feel like I have to use a foundation when I'm using my BB creams. Although I love them, and in the summertime, I might just put just the BB cream on without the concealer, because in the summertime I tend to have a lot better skin. But right now I like to have that full coverage, and that was it. I mean, this is some of the best full coverage you can get. It's long lasting, it's moisturizing, it's for all skin types. It is our BB cream mixed with our Skin Perfecting Concealer. Again, if you don't have this, get this. You need this. So now we're going to move into the highlighting and the contouring, okay? And so when we highlight, we are going for areas on our skin that we want to stand out. We want them to appear closer to you and to brighten them, right? So we definitely want our eyes. That's a big one. And we want to do our cheeks. We want our cheeks to really come out. And we might want to minimize some things that you don't like about yourself. Like, I definitely don't like my droopy cheek. And that's why I always put something at my droopy cheek so it doesn't droop, okay? And you know what? I got these little jowls down in here. We're going to minimize that, right? We're not going to lighten that. We're going to darken that so that it fades into the background. If you have a big forehead, people always say, what do I do about my 5 head? You are going to highlight in the center, and then you are going to contour closer into it, and that's going to make it appear smaller. All right, you got a big nose, you're going to highlight in the center and you're going to contour. I do not have a big nose, so I only highlight a little bit, and I'll do a little bit of contouring in here just to keep the shape, but I don't need to go crazy with that. You know, so you really got to look at yourself and figure out where you need to go. So I'm going to use cream as my highlighter, okay? So what I'm going to do is you always mix these up really good, shake them, okay? I'm going to, again, put it on the back of my hand, put a nice bit of it. Now, you don't always need that much, but I like to have a lot. I like to use my foundation brush or my concealer brush. Today I'm going to do the foundation brush because I'm going full for you, right? I don't always do my nose. Today I'm going to do it. All right, so first place I'm going with this is everybody's favorite. I'm going to start making triangles, okay? I like to make a triangle on my forehead. Here we go. So now that we've got it on and we look all crazy weird, okay, we are going to use our blending buds. And I like to use the smaller blending bud for my lighter color so that I can really get up in there, and my larger one to kind of blend the dark out. So you got to use these a little moist. You don't want to go in dry or it's really going to pull your skin apart. So since I'm going to be going in under my eyes, I just use my rose water and I spray a little bit on that sponge. And you want to pat. Okay, so you see how simple that was. I know I put it in fast forward so that you didn't have to sit there and watch me blend it. But get the idea. I just keep patting it and blending it out, and really you're trying to blend that cream out and bring some of that dark in. Now when it went on, you were like, whoa, chestnut, that's a crazy color for you. But it's really not. It's the perfect color, and I actually could even go back in and probably add a little bit more if I wanted to really bring out this area more. But if you just watch me talk, you see how by drawing that line and bringing it down around my mouth, it's really kind of sucking it in. That's why I was making a joke and doing my fish lips so that you could see my cheeks pop and come down. And I have this like really like long chin, so you saw me drag some of that dark underneath, like right across here. I like to minimize my chin a little bit, but I definitely don't feel as droopy, that's for sure. So I have a couple things I like to do for finishings. Sorry about that. I'm not sure if it's going to cut in this video or not, but my phone rang again. Okay, so I was saying that there's some things I like to do for finishing, okay? And you do not have to do this. I mean, I feel like this is a perfectly good look. You know, you could already have your eyeshadow on or apply it after. It's all about how you do it. I'm an after eyeshadow applier. I know a lot of people do it beforehand and it's like the right way to do it, but I do a lot of things in my life backwards. And I like to apply my shadow after. It doesn't matter. This does not matter. Okay, so something I like to do to really bring out my eyes. I don't do this for my forehead, my chin, nowhere else. The main place I highlight is always my eyes, is I go in with our powdered concealer. A lot of people don't really use this, and I love it. Live by it until we got, again, that Skin Perfecting Concealer. Favorite thing. If we never got this, this would be all I sold, okay? Because this is amazing. But I love this to highlight my eyes. It's my favorite thing. So it's just a powder, and then I just put a little bit in the cap. And if you see it, this is fresh. I'm going to go back in with that same foundation brush that I used and just kind of dip it in here. And then I go back under my eyes, and this is a lot like baking. And I once told everybody I was going to do a video on baking, and I never did. But I do like to do this. And I just put this under my eyes. And you do have to let it sit. That's the whole idea, baking in the sun. All right, so under both eyes. I did mean to mention that the BB cream goes on a little tacky and then it dries also to a matte finish. So when you get this BB cream, or if you already have a sample of it from me, because I give out samples if you book a party, you will know what I'm talking about. And then it dries really nice and you're like, whoa, my skin's amazing. Okay, so. All right, so we let that sit. and we're gonna do one last thing, or I'm gonna do one last thing. I like to go in with our powdered foundation, and I use organza, and I just like to apply that all over so that it's kind of like a translucent, and it really seals everything I've done. And as I'm applying it, it's also going to blend in what I just did underneath my eyes. Okay, so I just sealed everything in, and it's really, I mean, my skin looks so good. I wish that I could really showcase it in a video, but you can't. But of course, I'll take some pictures. All right, so that's it. If you have any questions about our BB Flawless or our Skin Perfecting Concealer, remember, you have to have this. Let me know, and I will help you with that. Or if you have any questions about any of the other products I used here. Thank you.